And welcome back to the garage, or if you're new, welcome. Finally have some new parts that I can start bolting up for the car, which I've laid out nicely. As you can tell, I want to finish this brake system, got calipers, brake lines, and I want to bang that system off the list. I only brought a handful of parts. These came with the car, so I got calipers, these are the rears, these are the fronts. Brad's also donated me an oil pressure gauge. Love you, Brad, cheers, again, all the time. Bought a water temp gauge yesterday. I already unboxed it because I wasn't sure if I had enough length, but we got enough length, we're good. Some switches, ignition, horn, starter, and probably the most important pieces, 2 dash lights for oil pressure and alternator lights. So anytime the car gets to low oil pressure, these pop up in my face and I can see without having to stare at this gauge 24/7. Before I start drilling holes to get all this stuff in, I've got to fix a mistake that I did, which is my bonnet doesn't fit. As you can see, holes in there, she don't line up and she doesn't go down any further. So what I'll do there is, she's fitted, she lines up. I took stickers off it because it looks more official, looks better. So now we can start getting into some fun stuff. The only potential thing that isn't going to fit are these gauges on the side, which is a major, because obviously this body comes up, it's got a bit of an angle there. So I've got to check if the gauge fits in here, and the gauge fits in here. I know the circle is big enough for the dash, I just don't know if how much it's going to be poking out behind the rear side that it's going to hit this body. Now if I'm looking at it from under here, it looks like we're going to have enough room, but you never know. The only thing it's hitting is the stud up here. We're going to have enough room. The wild thing is there, I almost drilled it without checking that. And if it didn't fit, that would have been a major. I would have had to remake that dash. So the grand plan here is to have gauge, gauge, light, light, which should have everything to be able to finish it off. 1 light, 2 light, switch, another switch, a button. Now I don't think I want this perfectly center up and down. I think I'll be cutting it a little bit too close to hitting that bonnet, so I'm going to stay on the lower side of it. It's half of 95, man. It's 47.5, by the way. Well, I've got my first mark, gauge 1. Fucking give me a fright. It's not recording actually, is it? Oh, it is recording too. Fuck.
You're gonna have to edit that one out.
Keep clear of the gear. Doing that. It'll go. It goes.
I'm not going to drive it very far.
Oh, you've got no gear stick in there.
I've got no gear shift.
You're gonna need to push it.
I'm going to swap out there.
Yeah.
Turn off the lights, I no longer take no advice. I'm more calm when not being told. Lot of ice in my Miami Vice. I'm not known, but I'm on my way. By the way, I roll up these dice. You can tell I don't gamble, only put dough on shit I know like. The back of my hand, perhaps you like to shoot craps. Well, if that's your vice, nice. I hope you win, throw caution to wind. Stay up all night, at least till 10. But if we do, we sleeping in this mattress nice. My cash is ashes to ashes, burn fast as
Dash, borderline completed. That's another one of those jobs that doesn't feel like much, but it is quite a bit. I do have a stray switch up here, which in my brain was going to go down here, but it's good to have experience around, because have recommended to put it up there, and it's way out of the way of everything. Hit it with my hand or something or other, so that avoids that whole crisis. It's good. Anyway, moving on. As much as I would love to go call it quits right now because it's boiling in the shed, I've got to get more stuff done. Sticking with the interior, I've got to do quite a bit of stuff with my feet area. So this clutch I've got to move back as my feet don't fit in there. We've come to a plan because once we put this line on here, it just smacks into this panel here. So we're going to drill out a hole here, push this whole clutch assembly back, and have the line come from the back here, wrap around, follow the chassis. Okay, so I've had a bit of a mishap. I've skipped again. It's Monday, the week after. I made the dash, this dash here, Thursday. Did a little bit of work in the garage Thursday night, but if you haven't seen previous videos, once it gets dark in here, you can't see anything, so I didn't bother recording anything. To carry on, I did pull out this this pedal assembly, clutch here, which I've made some new mounting holes, both these two here. Made a hole in this panel here, which I don't know if I got any footage of doing that, but I'll add that now if I did. If not, I would have just clicked randomly. Didn't get anything done on the weekend either. Had a stag do. It was gnarly. Yesterday was a write-off. But it's Monday, started work again today, so back into some routine. I've pulled apart these brakes to cut these threads on the for these slaves, just to push that whole unit back as well again. And I'm also going to push that throttle back just to match it all up. So yeah. Now I'm not going to lie to you, I can't remember much that I've said since Thursday or what I've recorded, because it was a big night on Saturday and it's sort of just a blur at this point. So that's good. The date of this car getting finished has changed quite dramatically. I want to get it done before February the 14th. The date is at the moment 12th of Jan, so a month. So the 14th of Feb is the first round of the national rounds, which is Manukau, the Mickey Thompson round, which is televised, so that'd be quite cool. I've been to that round a few times with Brad, but I've never done it personally, so I've always been quite interested in doing it, because it seems like a cool little fun track. I'm going to push for that. Which, in saying that, me trying to get this car done a lot faster means I should be able to pump out a lot more videos, because I'm going to need to, because there's going to be a bit of shit happening. And a month seems like a while, but for my lord, does it go by quick. It goes by very quick. So even just all these little things that seem like they won't take a long time, but they do take a long time. I will say, luckily for me, I do have some great people around me that are always willing to help. If I don't achieve getting to the first round, I'll be a lot closer to the second round. So I might as well just pump it out, see how far I can take it, and go from there really. So yeah, this year I'm hoping to do all North Island rounds and potentially push for the final round in Christchurch. That's the goal, you know, as long as I have a goal on my head, I'm gonna try hit said goal. So yeah, like I said, I have a bunch of really good people around me that have helped in many ways. Leading from that as well, videos coming out of race events and actual fun things, rather than me sitting in the corner of the shed talking to myself, messing things up. These bolts are different lengths. I'll just pull that apart, eh? Feels way better. I don't have a steering wheel though, so let me chuck that off. Way better. How lovely. Sweet. Another job checked off the list. How fucking good is that? Okay, working periodically. I'll run with it. I'm gonna work on this clutch. I want to get this clutch line ran all the way back to the slave area, which, hello, needs a rebuild kit, I know, but I need to make a bracket that runs like moi. Luckily, there is another car in here that I can sort of show you what I'm getting at here. This is looking great on the lift here, by the way. Like so. There's a different trans. Oh, you mother... God damn it. This is a different box. It is a bus box. It's a Beetle box. You sort of see what I'm getting at there. Which this whole car, there's a lot of making brackets with this car. A lot of making brackets. Fantastic car. Last video you would have seen, the only issue that we ran into it the other weekend was this gear stick getting a bit sticky, which is no longer a problem because Brad's onto it. He's figured that out straight away. Which he's going to be racing this in the North Island rounds. And then his big car is Class 1, which none of you guys have actually seen. I'm assuming if you're in the New Zealand off-road scene, you definitely know what car I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the car, I'll shove a clip in right here. It's a lovely car, and to top it off, he's a mean driver, so. But yeah, Class 3 is good. That's gonna get raced, North Island rounds, by the B-Harv himself. That'll be there at the first round. Getting distracted, let's run these brake lights. Okay, well I've ran it, sorta. So, it's coming from behind there, coming around. I'm gonna have to put a hole here, and a hole here, I believe. The sun just went down or something. It just got really dark in here. Which, if you have a look at this trans in here, there is a specific bracket, right? I can't really point my finger, but that bracket there, 3 heads, so sorry I couldn't point to it. I don't have that on my trans, but because we're hoarders, I've got one here. So I need to pull that off, chuck that on that trans. Coming with it. Whoa! That was a struggle. That was a big struggle. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the show today. The circlet better bloody agree with me, or I'm not going to be happy about it. Oh, I'm using the bloody wrong circlet. There's not much worse things in this world than a circlet that doesn't want to work with you. I can actually think of 2 things. One being a sandy ass crack, and 2, going back to work after having 3 weeks off. Oh, come on! I don't want to pop this without having good grip on it, because it'll go flying, and I'll never be able to find it again. Like that. I spot it. I spot it. I skipped a lot more of me struggling because you didn't want to see it. We've got the clutch fork arm on. Now I can work off that. I've tried to make a little template, as you can see. I'm not the greatest at this fabrication stuff yet, so it'll take time. So it's going to be, yeah, hitting those 2 bolts, builds off there, a little bit of it. I'm going to run with that for now. I'm just going to cut this shape perfectly, and then this little L tag piece I'm going to overcut. Cut out my elephant looking thing, questionably something else, which now I need to drill these holes to get it bolted up, and then I can mark where I need to bend this so it's actually square with the slave. There it is. My weird elephant thing's turned into a not elephant thing. So there you go. Now you get the whole sitch. Slave goes into there, bolt into that. Lovely mahi. If it looks like I'm in a bit of a rush for the end of this, it's because I am. I need to beat the sun or the video turns out like shit. So I do, oh fuck, that's hot, man. I'm gonna have to turn my flashlight on here. Bada bing, bada boom. Goes to there, goes to there. Hello. Worked out very well. I don't know when I last did a time check, but it's 8:15 now, so I'll wrap it up here. Great video today, it was all over the show, sorry about that. Lots of things done. Dash, got the pedal box done, got the slave bolted up. Stoked, happy, lovely. Beat the sun too, which was my main priority. If you did enjoy, do the things. I'm not going to say it because I cringe out a little bit every time I say it, but I will say it. Do the liking, subscribing, commenting stuff, and hope everyone enjoys their work this week. If you're going back, enjoy it. If you're not going back, we will demise you. Cheers.
Making shadows look like lights, and you know it is the best, man. Now I need my best friend. You would miss it.
is my best friend. Now I need my best friend.